Hello and welcome to the latest episode. This episode is going to be about my recovery, my time in the hospitals, and after. Some of this will be a repeat of stuff I've already gone over before. Some I hope will be brand new. So this is a good reference, I hope, if you are going through a brain injury or know someone who is. This is what you can expect. And every brain injury is different, but I think in the beginning at least they are all fairly similar in recovery. So I'll start with the recovery in the hospitals. So in the hospitals, so I was unconscious for a couple of weeks. I think it was 2.5 weeks. I was unconscious totally. I woke up and I couldn't really walk. So they gave me a wheelchair at first. Eventually became a walker, and then eventually walking by myself. But in the beginning, I had the wheelchair. I got pushed around. But once I got the walker, I started doing exercises. There was physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Physical therapy involved a lot of. I didn't have to relearn how to walk because I knew how to walk. It was just hard. But I had to do things like I had to close my eyes and then walk heel to toe. So I'd take a step, heel to toe, with eyes closed. Take another step, eyes closed, heel to toe. Do that over and over. See how far I can get before I would stumble or I have to open my eyes. I did some just falling backwards. I would cross my arms, close my eyes, and just fall backwards into the hands of arms of my therapist. There was some stair stepper. That was the easiest for me because I was pretty in shape even then, and there was no really balance required because I could hold on to the sides while I'm stepping. I found that the easiest. Occupational therapy had me doing things like walking around, a lot of that. A lot of walking around the hospital. I had to find things, like he'd give me, find the gift shop. Here's $5. Go to the gift shop and buy something as close to $5 that you can get, but don't go over. Okay. So I would have to figure out how to find the gift shop, look at a map of the hospital, try and figure out my way to get there, go inside and look at what costs less than $5 with tax and pay for it. And he let me keep it. That was nice. There was a lot of that, a lot of walking around, a lot of finding stuff. That was good. It was good because it required me to stop, made me think about how to find the lab or whatever else I'm looking for. Look for a map on the side of the corridor I'm walking in. How do I get there? where's the elevator, where's stairs. Sometimes I had to take stairs. Not because I couldn't take the elevator, but because he told me I want stairs. Okay? Stairs it is. So, that was good. And then I had the speech therapy. So, she was really good. I think that helped me the most. I mean, physical is always good, but I'm a pretty physical person, and the speech therapy was more internal inside here. So she did a lot of exercises with me that were mental, and that was really good. So I had to go home, I had to relearn where stuff was in the kitchen, let's say. She had me label all the drawers, all the cabinets, and I emptied dishwasher. I would I'd mess up, but I'd put, regular salad forks with dinner forks. One's small, one's bigger. But I would have to learn where each one goes and recognize their sizes. And I slowly, with her help, I started to relearn how to do things like put silverware away, put dishes away, do laundry. I was doing things with her. It felt good. Crossword puzzles, word searches, Sudoku books were all really good. And later on, I would do stuff with a distraction. She wanted a distraction playing in the background while I tried to do stuff like Sudoku or crossword or what have you. So I put on an old favorite show, Knight Rider, and I would kind of half pay attention to that and half do what I was supposed to be doing. That was a good mental exercise because it made me want to pay attention to the show, but also do what I'm doing. That was good. Those three were really good for me. It's been 2 years, I'm still doing cognitive behavior therapy, which is a therapist. I'm doing that online. I was doing it weekly. I've moved to every 2 weeks now. But we check in, we talk about how I feel about things, how things affect me, how I respond to situations or people, and ways to think of things. I still do that, and I still have a physical medicine doctor, and I have her actually tomorrow, but I have her once a month. I think a month was the last time, or every 2 months. But she is really good too because she watches me. It's in person, and she wants to assess me physically. So she watches me walk. She's the one who increases my work hours when she thinks I can increase my work hours. I went from 4 maximum to 5. Last time she didn't increase them at all. But she assesses me. She does all the usual knee tapping and physical stuff. Checking out my arms, my breathing, my legs, my walking. And I have some issues to address with her tomorrow. So I am looking forward. I like having her a lot because I can talk about physical stuff, which is my favorite part, I guess, of recovery. Because the mental stuff's always hard because brain injury. The physical stuff, that is easily seen, easily able to improve on it by me. The mental stuff is harder to improve and harder to see. My wife, she says she sees improvement all the time, which is nice. And sometimes, I even ask, not strangers per se, but like anybody, like people at work even, from a year ago, how am I now? I am a lot better, they say. So, it's hard because physical, I can just keep track easily with weights, but mental, I have to be on the outside looking in, kind of, so to speak. Being inside looking out, it's hard to tell really what changes, what difference there is in me from month to month. But so after I got out of the hospital, I went home with exercises also, physical. I'd be in my driveway just practicing. Didn't matter who was watching, who saw me, I didn't care. But my exercises were like physical, okay? Do this, eyes closed, heel to toe, walk, step, 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 walk, 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 heel to toe. Try and go as far as I can go. Speech therapy, usual inside, trying to do things like make a dinner, something like that. Until finally I got cut loose from physical therapy, occupational therapy. Speech therapy was the last one. I did that for a little while longer. And then I pretty much stopped going altogether out to the hospital. That was nice. I just had the physical medicine doctor once every couple of months and the cognitive behavior therapy online. So I had that on Tuesday, a couple days ago. Today's Thursday. I had that a couple days ago. No, wait. Today's Wednesday. I had that yesterday. And tomorrow I have my physical medicine doctor, which I am always excited for because that always means Starbucks. So it's been long recovery. I am not 100%. I may never be 100%. I'll probably never be exactly who I was in the past. The challenge is to be a new person and be a better person, or to lose some negatives, some faults, which I think I have, and I think I am a better person. I am definitely more affectionate with my wife, with my kids. I can say I love you more easily. Negatives, they still come out sometimes. Hopefully less. But I am happy with who I am. I'm happy with my recovery, with my work. I put in a lot of work. I did everything the doctors, therapists wanted me to do. I always got annoyed if we had an appointment and somebody wouldn't do the work. It's like, why are you even bothering coming? If you want to get better, gotta do the work. All I need is maybe. I'll make it work. So, end of this episode. Anything else I want to talk about? Not so much. I started going back to the gym. I think I mentioned that. I'm going, and it is nice because it gets me up and gets me awake and gets me social, gets me going. I like that. So, well, until next time, we'll see what else I can talk about.